Alright, here's the thing. All my life, I have had very intense dreams. Not as in them being overly scary or dramatic, but just being way too vivid. They are one reason I eventually moved my way into the art world. But anyway, I had one recently that was a bit of a tizzy. It all started when Chef Ramsay came down to make an episode of Hell's Kitchen at my restaurant. This is strange for multiple reasons. First, I don't even watch Hell's Kitchen. I have seen clips, but I really have no idea what the show is even remotely like besides Ramsay yelling at the owners for some reason or another. Second, I don't cook. I rarely even go to my refrigerator to get food, as most of my eatery comes ordering out. While it isn't a healthy lifestyle, I'm at least able to take the remains of my weak will and throw it into the garbage every week. And as long as I keep away from my bathroom scale, I could keep my shame hidden through large and flowing shirts and hoodies. So why he would want to review my restaurant sounds more like some poorly made practical joke by the producers. And third, my restaurant was basically a small sandwich shop. And I mean small. I think it was about as big as one of those traveling vans which pull over to sell ice cream. Yeah, me and Ramsay were about as close to intimate as we could get without getting into fan fiction, if you know what I mean. I seem to have decided to set up shop right next to the university I live next to, which, to be honest, is a good business move on my part. I'm quite proud my subconscious thinks that way of me. But the unfortunate part of this is I am mostly familiar with one part of campus, as it is where I started my degree. The art building, which means my clientele were those creative types. Things got weird fast. Our first customer was built like an athlete. Tall, muscular, chin like a Chad, and for some reason had a surfer dude accent. Hey dudes, can I have a Chad-tastic bro-witch? Both Ramsay and I gave each other a look that could only be described as two dogs realizing that they were not going for a walk, but had been tricked into going to the vet. Can you repeat that? A Chad-tastic bro-witch. The good stuff. It was here that this episode of Hell's Kitchen turned from me being some sort of punching bag to a stress-filled evening with the cook who couldn't understand what the hell was going on. Though, much to my shame, I was filled with relief because if Ramsay was pulling out his hair in frustration, he might not realize that I didn't know how to cook in the first place. The line got longer and longer as we worked to fill the orders, but they just got stranger and stranger and a lot more memey. A Lost Tart, Pewty Fries, Rick Cinnarolls, Jacksepticeye with extra green frosting, Marky Cake, and a troll. Like a literal troll. We had it behind the milk in the back of the fridge. Ramsay was foaming at the mouth and began to yell at the students ordering to make sense and to buy some real food, but they always just laughed and chanted their order over and over and over again until we somehow delivered it. It was like staring at some strange cult trying to make the internet into food. Sadly, I never got to see the end of this episode because I was rudely interrupted by my alarm clock, letting me know that real life wouldn't let me enjoy Slumberland any longer. But as I regained consciousness, I figured something out. That Chad-tastic bro-witch was just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with banana slices. Isn't that something?